what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farming Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, my name's Leslie. You're in my kitchen down on the farm and I'm thrilled to have you here. Hey guys, if you have followed me and you saw yesterday's community tab, you saw that I was very much under the weather yesterday. And my sweet husband took such good care of me. Did y'all see that meal he made? It was absolutely wonderful. Stewed potatoes is something I love and want when I'm not feeling well. And he made them perfectly and they were delicious. But right now, today, I have just a little bit of a bounce back. My fever has broke. I feel much better right at this moment. So I thought I would go ahead and make this salad because I had some, not salad, pie. We're making a pie. Because I had these berries, I didn't want to go bad. So I'm taking advantage of the Advil kick. And we're going to make this raspberry pie. So in my bowl here, this is called a raspberry Margarita Pie. And no, we're not putting any alcohol in it. No tequila. No tequila. In here, I've washed up, it's 1.5 is what my recipe calls for, but I just used all these berries, so it's probably more like 2 cups. And I'm just kind of breaking them up a little bit. I don't want to break them, like puree them. I do want some big pieces, but I'm breaking them up a little bit. Okay, and so to that, we're going to add in 1/4 cup of lime juice. And I just get the bottled stuff. And I go a slight 1/4 cup. I don't fill it completely full. This is such a quick and easy recipe. I don't know that we'll get to try it before I have to upload the video. But Bryant has some farm videos that we will add to this video because I asked him to please film for me since I was not feeling the best. So now we're going in with a can of sweetened condensed milk. Not evaporated, you want the sweetened condensed milk. This is the stuff my husband can come in here with a spoon and just eat it right out of the can. I'm not sure I could do that, but anyway. All right, we're going to give that a good stir. It's going to become this beautiful pink color. Now, real quick, while I have my pie crust sitting here, I just bought the 10-inch. The regular pie crust will do, size-wise, whatever that is. It will do just fine. I mound it up a little higher in the center. And this, it may be just a little scant. I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do before we finish our filling is I'm just going to sprinkle some salt on the bottom of the pie crust. Don't ask me why. That's just what the recipe calls for. All right, so now we're going to add in 8 ounces of whipped topping, Cool Whip or whatever. I just happened to buy the Food Line brand. It was significantly cheaper than the name brand. This is probably, other than blackberry pie, like a regular good old country southern blackberry pie, this is probably my favorite pie in the world. Bryant likes coconut pie, and we'll be making that later this, maybe next week now, but we'll definitely be making some coconut pies. I've got 2 different ones that I have my normal coconut pie, and then out of one of those cookbooks that one of my viewers sent me, I saw another unique looking coconut pie, and so I thought I'd make one on one video, the other on another video, and then let Bryant decide which of the 2 he prefers. I'm gonna have to get a bigger spatula, I believe. So I can get down to the bottom and get all that raspberry goodness in there. Now we're gonna put this in. This is the easiest pie, and to me, it is absolutely one of the best pies I make. I love, and you can make this with strawberries. Let's say you don't like raspberries. You could definitely make this with strawberries or with blackberries. It would be delicious with any of them. All right, so let me clean off this spatula. All right, so we're just going to pour this deliciousness right in this pie shell that we've salted. And we're going to get this in the freezer. But like I said, this is probably, I make $1 million pie that I really like that's much like this. It does have nuts in it and pineapple, and it's a Cool Whip type pie. When I say it's much like this, I mean it's a Cool Whip based pie. And my good old Southern regular style blackberry pie is delicious. But I would have to say that this is probably my favorite pie. So like I said, if you don't like raspberries, make this with strawberries. Or if you prefer blackberries, make it with blackberries. This pie is so good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. All right. Right. Yeah. You know, I gotta give this a taste. So good. So good. All right. I'm taking the lid that came on the pie crust. It was the shell, and I just turned it upside down and put it right back on upside down, and it becomes a dome for your pie. And I'm just going to stick this in the freezer, let it set up. I don't know that we'll get a chance to taste it before the video has to go up. But if not, I still have some more filling I can lick. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Okay, guys. We're going to head over to the farm and see what Bryant has filmed for us. Thank you guys for all your prayers and concerns for me. And so many of you were so proud of Bryant for taking such good care of me, and he did so much. So this has been a winter for the books. I don't think I have ever been quite as sick as I have this winter. And I don't get sick often, ever. I never get sick. And here all of a sudden. But I think this winter has been a hard winter for most places and people. It has definitely, bugs have flown through this area like crazy. So anyway, I am feeling much better at the moment, and I'm praying. I am on the upward link, and if so, that means it was just really a one dayer. I was really down. So all right, let's go see what he's up, and I'll be back to tell you bye in just a little bit. So before we head over to the farm, if you remember the other day, I showed you and told you about the dirt roads and how you get flat tires real easy. Well, Bryant didn't know I filmed that, and he did his own filming, and he actually shows you what made my tire go flat. So hang on, I'm going to show you that clip real quick, and then we'll head over to the farm.
Well, everybody, it is a joy to live out here in the country, and it's a joy to live on a dirt road, but there's only one problem. 4 or 5 times a year, they put new rock on the dirt road, and they put down crush and run. And when they put down crush and run, there's a lot of sharp rocks. And the problem with sharp rocks is you get punctured tires. They put rocks down yesterday. Leslie and I were coming in last night, and I told her, I said, you know what this means, don't you? She said, what? I said, somebody's going to have a flat tire. She said, you think so? Let me show you. I said, I know so. So look who's got a flat tire. Miss Leslie does. And look right there, sticking out the tread of that tire, is a rock right there, slap dab in the middle. So, hey, if you hadn't got your husband a Valentine's gift yet, that little handy thing right there, that impact driver, it's not a 3/8, it's a 1/2 inch. And that's a handy thing. I've taken these lug nuts off right here. I got one more to go, hadn't jacked it up yet. But that battery operated impact did a great job. Let's take this tire off and get Miss Leslie back on the road. Well, what you're getting ready to see today a little bit is we gotta do what's called a shock treatment to the floor of the chicken house, the bare pad or the ground in the chicken house. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put some salt on the floor. You'll see right down the truck behind me, there's a pallet full of fine salt, and we're gonna put it in the back of a fertilizer distributor, and we're going to spread it throughout the house before we put the shavings in. Here comes Isaac right now. Here comes Isaac and Daniel. They're gonna put the forks on the front of that tractor. Set of forks right there. He's gonna pull up, put those forks on it, and they're gonna set that salt off of the back of my truck. So if you've never done it, it's harder than it looks. So let's get this taken care of. The salt actually comes on a pallet like that. We took the pallet and we're using a typical fertilizer spreader on the back of a small John Deere, about a 40 horsepower, 45 horsepower John Deere. Putting the salt in there. It's called a fine mixing salt. You just put it, open the bag, pour it right in there. We're putting out, those bags weigh 50 pounds a piece. I think's what they weigh, right, Daniel? Yep. 50 pounds a piece. And so putting them right there in that hopper, Isaac and Daniel's putting them in there. And I'm gonna say there was, you say 7 runs, Isaac?
Yeah.
5, so it's 35 bags times 50 pounds. Y'all do the math. I can't do it quite that fast. So that'd be 35 times 100 would be 3,500. So it'd be 1,750 pounds of salt that's going on the floor of this house right here. So, all right, got about 30 more minutes. We'll have this one ready, and we'll be ready for shavings in house number 2. What we're doing now, you can see the white stuff on the floor. That's actually the salt that we're putting out. They say it shocks the pad. I don't know exactly what that means, but I think what happens is it helps with the bacteria in the litter that makes the chickens not grow well sometimes. Isaac is putting it out, using a 3-point hopper. You can see as he goes by, you can see the salt slinging out of the hopper right there. And you can see it kind of looks like it snowed on the ground in here, but that's what we're doing. We're shocking the pads, getting ready for put the shavings in this house right here. All right, we're loading the spreader. We're putting shavings back in the house. Daniel's in the skid steer. We're putting the fresh shavings right there in the spreader. I'll take that load in the house, and I'll show you in a second how we do it. All right, I'm inside the chicken house, and we're pulling to see the shavings back there. And you can look around the corner and see the residue flying out the back of the hopper. In a minute, I'll get Daniel to spread it so you can see it. You can see the shavings coming out right back there. Look how nice and clean it looks in here. No chicken litter, just all sawdust and shavings. Coming together really good.
Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of stuff we do on the farm. And I'm not out there helping today, but Bryant, Daniel, and Isaac are taking care of everything. So if you will, just leave me a comment. Tell me if you enjoyed seeing a lot of the farm and stuff. And I hope you enjoy that pie. I hope you guys make it. Hey, I know I'm not taste testing it on here, but I already know it's delicious. But maybe tonight or tomorrow I'll go live over on Facebook, and we'll eat it together, a little bit over there. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.